look at our work week forecast for June 7th to June 11th. Weather looks basically dry this week except for one chance of showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday. And we will, by Wednesday into Thursday, transition into more closer to near normal temperatures after being very warm at the beginning of the week. Particularly today will be the hottest day probably of the stretch, yesterday and today. Tomorrow maybe a few clouds and thunderstorms in the afternoon that hold us back just a little bit, but again tomorrow we'll be close to 90. I think most spots will hit 90 today. Very warm for early June. So let's take a look at what's going on that's causing this to happen. As we look at radar and satellite, you can see we've got what looks like a pretty impressive storm system here over the central part of the country, but this is a summertime setup, and so this is a little deceptive in what's going on here. You do have it's a little hard to see, but you definitely have your Bermuda high here, which is causing this overall pattern to have this nice clockwise flow, which is why we're so hot and humid as we've moved this weather from, or this the air mass basically from Gulf of Mexico and southeastern United States up into the northeast. That's why we get hot and humid. This storm here is basically an upper level storm that's dying, and it's dying because it doesn't have any surface support. And by surface support, I mean basically there's no temperature difference in the lower levels of the atmosphere. I'll show you that in a second. But basically, this looks impressive, but all this will mean is as the as the wind sort of shifts for us, the flow really, not so much the winds at the surface, but the flow shifts from us from a southwesterly direction to more of a northerly direction, which will kind of transition over from Tuesday afternoon through into Thursday, and some of this moisture gets kind of thrown in our direction. There'll be a little bit of a trigger for some thunderstorms on Tuesday. That's really our only impactful weather for the week, I think, in terms of rain. So here's why that storm is not developing. This is a map of temperatures and also pressures, but mostly temperatures at 850 millibars, which is lower level of the atmosphere. Notice temperature gradient, there is none. Basically same temperatures, same colors, all the way from southern Canada to the Caribbean. And so without any temperature support, you're not going to get a surface pressure, low pressure system to really develop, even though there's plenty of upper level support for it to happen. So then we look at the flow, and this explains what's going to happen basically with our weather. Today and tomorrow and transitioning on Wednesday, we have flow basically around this Bermuda high. We're really getting this southwesterly and westerly flow. It's hot, it's humid, it's very warm. And on Tuesday, as the flow does start to shift towards what our Thursday, Friday pattern will be, some of that leftover showers and thunderstorms from the upper level of pressure system will kind of come up over the top, and along with a little bit of a wind shift will give us a chance for some showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday. Then there will continue to be a little bit of a battleground here as we look towards Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, more Thursday and Friday, as this as flow from Canada starts to kind of crunch the Bermuda high. It's still anchored where it is, and kind of push that warmest flow just to our south. Along that boundary where the wind shift often happens, we'll probably get an area of precipitation to set up, but I think that's going to be south of us. Not a guarantee. We'll have to keep a bit of an eye on that just to make sure it doesn't creep north and give us some rain on Thursday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But I think right now will be enough into this northerly flow that it will cool off and get out of the humidity and get out of any of the precipitation that's happening alongside of that. But if that changes, I'll let you know. That would be the one potential change. But notice here we're moving in air from Canada. The good thing about Canadian air, during the winter, that often means very cold. But right now, it's perfect for summer weather. It's why Vermont summers are nice. We often have Canadian air flowing in, and that means we get cool and relatively dry. You know, it's our 70s and no humidity kind of weather this summer. And so this is what we're looking for on Thursday and Friday. It should be really nice days, Thursday and Friday. Oops, sorry. I'm going to move to the forecast. So today we are hot, we are humid. We're low 90s for most of us. I mean, at the higher elevations, upper 80s, but very warm. Dew points in the mid 60s as well. So quite oppressive feel. Tuesday. The clouds hold us back from getting quite as warm. I think we'll be upper 80s. Humidity, if anything, is a little bit worse. We could be dew points in the 70s on Tuesday. A real summer, soupy feel. Keep an eye for those thunderstorms late in the afternoon. Wednesday, we're still above average, but we are starting to transition a little bit out. Look at those clouds there. Sort of an indication that we're on the northern fringe of where some precipitation will be, but I think we're going to miss out on the precipitation. Still mid-80s on Wednesday, but by Thursday, we're back down near normal, maybe still actually a touch above normal. That's still relatively warm for this time of year, but very pleasant, perfect kind of day. 75, no humidity, Maybe a few clouds, like I said, we'll have to keep an eye, make sure they stay to our south. And Friday, I think we're even more sunny on Friday, near average temperatures, even a little bit cooler potentially in the low 70s. Should feel really nice, but still be very pleasant to be outside. A little cool if you're getting out there early in the morning in the low 50s. You're going to actually need not a jacket, but you'll probably need a long sleeve shirt, maybe a sweatshirt if you're going to be out early in the day. So if we take a look at that in terms of outdoor activities, basically stay hydrated today, very hot. Stay out of the sun in the middle of the day if you can. Try to move your exercise or your outdoor activities the morning or late evening if you can. Tomorrow, same kind of thing in terms of the heat, but also keep an eye to the sky for thunderstorms in the afternoon. Wednesday, not as bad, not quite as hot. Still need to be a little careful with mid-80s. It's pretty good beach day still for early June. Basically Thursday and Friday, great day for outdoor activities. Probably not quite beach weather as it gets a little cooler, although still not bad really in the 70s. But great days to be outside and getting some stuff done or enjoying the beautiful outdoors that we have here in Southern Vermont. So that's your forecast. Thanks for joining me. And I'll be back again on Friday with a look at your work week forecast. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd encourage you to do that so you make sure you get all my videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons who help support what I do here at the West River Weather Guy.